Imagine you're a scammer. You want to steal identities, drain bank accounts, run romance scams, or phish corporate emails. You're not some genius coder in a hoodie and dark glasses. In a way, you're an entrepreneur on the wrong side of the digital tracks. So what does it take to get started? Some cash, a laptop, and access to the underground economy of fraud. Today, we're asking the question, how much does it actually cost to become a fraudster? Because if you want to stop them, you need to understand how they operate. Welcome to the Business of Fraud, a new Sumsub series that shines a light on the shady, unseen world of fraud economy, highlights red flags, and helps you stay ahead in the ever-evolving cybersecurity landscape. In 2025, global online fraud will cost individuals and businesses over $10.5 trillion, more than most countries' GDP. But fraud doesn't just happen. It isn't magic. For a growing number of people, it's a business. That means overheads, startup costs, growth strategies, and most importantly, customers. This video isn't meant to glamorize a life of crime. It's to expose it. Because in the unending battle against digital scams, if we can understand how fraudsters invest in their operations, we can dismantle those operations more effectively. So let's start with the basics, the tools of the trade. A scammer's toolkit might look like a stripped-down version of what you'd find in a legitimate tech startup, only more illegal. Hardware. Burner phones, $10 to $50 each, often used with fake or stolen identities. Encrypted laptops, $200 to $800. Sometimes pre-configured with virtual machines to avoid detection. SIM cards, around $1 to $3 a piece, but bought in bulk for anonymity. USB drives with malware loaders, $10 to $50. Software. VPNs and proxies, $5 to $20 a month. Spoofing tools. Caller ID spoofers or SMS fakers, sold for $20 to $100 a month on forums like OG Users or dark web marketplaces. Phishing kits. These come pre-packaged with HTML, scripts, and back-end setup. Some are plug-and-play for $25, but sophisticated kits go up to $500. Remote access Trojans, or RATs, as low as $100, gives full control over someone's device. These tools often come with manuals, FAQs, and even customer support. But just having the tools doesn't make you an expert. Learning how to use them is where the real investment begins. While this would have typically taken years to master, as small operations tried new methods to improve their scams over time, an entire shadow industry has now spawned online, putting the secrets to scamming at a user's fingertips, if you know where to find it. Nestled in the shady recesses of the dark web, online fraud courses have become an industry unto itself, with users able to choose from online courses, to subscriptions, to Telegram and Discord servers, and even one-to-one coaching services. In a weird way, these online communities operate like black market universities, passing on knowledge to a new generation, for a fee. So why should we care? Because it's never been easier for scammers to carry out their deceptive deeds. Sumsub's recent identity fraud report states that fraud has now been democratized. Almost anyone can pull off a basic scam with as little as a laptop and some understanding of AI prompts. Even if you don't know how to pull it off yourself, fraud-as-a-service platforms offer everything from phishing kits to AI-driven deepfakes, making identity fraud accessible even to non-technical users. The report found that 1 in every 100 users on online platforms is linked to a fraud network, with the most common services offered being fake documents 50%, account takeovers 12%, and deepfakes at 7%. With social engineering tactics becoming more advanced, an estimated 76% of fraud now happens after onboarding. That means traditional Know Your Customer or KYC checks, on their own, just don't cut it anymore. To stay ahead, businesses need unified, AI-powered systems that monitor user behavior in real time. Because stopping fraud is no longer about the first checkpoint, it's about the whole journey. And here's the thing, to outsmart a scammer, you have to think like one. That's why fraud analysts, ethical hackers, and cybersecurity professionals go undercover in these underground networks, to learn how the fraud economy operates from the inside out and use that knowledge to dismantle it. Red team versus blue team training in corporate cybersecurity often mirrors real tactics used by cybercriminals. Open source intelligence or OSINT researchers and law enforcement join Telegram channels and Discord servers, posing as buyers to track operations. And these tactics really work. In 2023, a joint operation between the FBI and Europol, Operation Cookie Monster, successfully infiltrated and shut down the Genesis Market, a criminal marketplace for stolen digital identities. So if we want to put a stop to future scams, we need to understand what makes them so profitable so we can break the business model before it has a chance to scale up. It should be clear by now that becoming a fraudster isn't about elite hacking skills. It's about access, affordability, and a thriving black market economy. Whether you're a developer, a compliance officer, or just someone trying to stay safe online, Sumsub fights fraud with real-time detection. Because understanding the scam is the first step to stopping it. Our AI-driven tools help businesses spot fraud not just at onboarding, but at every step of the customer journey. Now that you understand the basics of online fraud, you'll start to recognize the tactics scammers use and how to avoid them. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next episode of The Business of Fraud, where we'll reveal how scammers use deepfake tools and AI kits to create frighteningly realistic fake identities, and how you can protect yours. Until then, stay alert, stay informed, and stay skeptical.